and how should I say, um, a speech which covered a long range from Yalda, this event, as well as the connections of Sri Lanka with Iran, and also the histories and so on and so forth. And thank you so much for compliments paid to us. We are trying to develop the affairs of the Irinology Society, and I hope very much that most of you will participate in those activities, and let us develop the society so that it will benefit Iran as well as Sri Lanka when it comes to academic affairs. Um, Iran is one country that respects its poets a lot. And one poet, that is Hafez, it was very important from very olden times for this event. And there is there are his stanzas also normally involved when it comes to Yalda. Yes, one speech. And some occasions, such as Azerbaijan and Armenia, also share astronaut is the event of a woman. The winter solstice is an astronomical phenomenon, marking the day of the shortest period of year and the longest month of the year. As days start lengthening, ancient Iranians believed that darkness is defeated by light, and therefore they must celebrate the whole night. On this night, family members get together, most often in the house of the other night, and stay awake all night. Five nights, Baranov and Ambrose are served as supplications to God for peace. The red color of these fruits symbolizes the crimson hue of dawn and flower. Another favorite and Hafez of Magazine is Sawයට Hafez, which is divination using Divan of Hafez. As a 13th century Iranian monk, Sadi writes in his book, the true morning will not come until the dawn. Video, it's a short clip. What you have to understand is that what they were showing was a bit of some ancient monuments, and also after that, the fruits that are normally used in this Yalda event, like pomegranate is very common, then melons, then you get lots of nuts. Iran is a very affluent country. Even if people try to starve them, they cannot, because they have their natural fruits, naturally grown, even rice you get in the northern part called mosquito, all that. Even tea they grow now. Earlier, they used to import from us a lot. Even now, they have their own teas too. Recently, I had some lemon tea, and that was the best lemon tea I ever had. and Madam Virakorn, Madam Shifani, and then we'll tell you how our friend Mr. Tahir, who was here, he prepared the lemon tea, and that's the best lemon tea we have ever had. Um, tea goes.
Rahim. Very good evening, everyone. I am Fatima Shifani Zama, and I have been working in the Cultural Center of the Iranian Embassy more than 15 years. As the editor-in-chief of Sandeshya magazine, I have been conducting information, articles, and research on all aspects of Iran for many more years. Furthermore, I am working as the Joint Secretary of the Sri Lanka Iranology Society, and I am an author, translator, and YouTube presenter. I have also done two research regarding Iranology so far. I have no words to begin to describe my actual visit and unforgettable journey to Iran. It is a country which surprised me in so many ways, and it was truly a wonderful journey, a memory that would last for a long time. Discussions on Iranian studies opened on 13th of November 2025 at the Islamic Culture and Communication Organization in Tehran, drawing 50 foreign scholars from 22 countries and marking one of the most ambitious recent attempts by Iran to position cultural scholarship as a tool of diplomacy. The gathering, organized by the Islamic Culture and Communication Organization in partnership with the Iranology Foundation, continue in both Tehran and Shiraz. Organizers said the aim is to build long-term academic networks and identify research capacities inside Iran while giving foreign specialists broader access to institutions, archives, and cultural sites. Participants included department heads and senior researchers from universities in Europe, South and East Asia, and the Middle East. While conferences on Iranology have been held before, officials described this year's meeting and part of a more deliberate effort to use the field as a platform for international engagement at a time when Iran remains politically isolated. Many institutions participated in the programs, including the Center for International Scientific Cooperation of the Ministry of Science, Research and Technology, the University of Tehran, the Islamic Culture and Relations Organization, the Iranology Foundation, Shahid Beheshti University, Alame University, Shiraz University, the National Library and Archives Organization, the University of Science and Culture, the Iranian History Association, the Secretariat of the International Cultural Dialogue, the Organization for the Compilation of University Textbooks, the Center for Islamic World Citation Sciences, the Iranology Association, and other related centers. The scientific approach of the conference agenda for wider exposure for the participants, where each and every institute's contribution was based on its scientific and research towards Iranology by presenting a dedicated main theme as its specific conference subject and minor subtopics, thus covering key areas. At the opening session, Iran's Minister of Culture, Sayyid Abbas Salehi, framed Iranology as inseparable from a long historical narrative of resilience. He pointed to centuries of natural disasters and foreign invasions, arguing that Iran's endurance in the face of both environmental hardship and geopolitical pressure had shaped a distinct cultural identity. Citing the country's ancient corner systems as examples of adaptation, he described Iran as a society that has not yielded to the harshness of nature. Iranology is an interdisciplinary and strategic field devoted to a comprehensive understanding of Iran in its historical, cultural, linguistic, civilizational, geographical, and social dimensions. This development serves as a bridge between Iran's ancient heritage and the contemporary world, an arena that not only deepens grasp of Iranian identity but also provides a platform for dialogue, collaboration, and intellectual exchange among nations. This is the beauty of diversity. Within the perspective, the International Iran Summit is convened with the aim of expanding scientific, cultural, and research interactions between domestic and foreign Iranologists while redefining the place of Iranology in the modern world. In essence, this conference seeks to revitalize the Iranology and explore the role of Iranian studies in enhancing cultural relations. It underscores the idea that Iran, with its millennium or civilizational and cultural legacy, can play an inspiring role in promoting dialogue, peace, and coexistence in today's global context. Due to its long history and contributions, Iranian culture is considered one of the most influential in the region and the world. I feel that I am duty bound to add one more thing to complete my speech. Please permit me to place before you my impression on Iran after I visited the great country, the usual kindness of the people of the great nation I had experienced in bits and pieces in Sri Lanka. However, from the time I set my foot in the country, starting with the organizers, the kind attention that I received from the people Emma's was amazing. I can now declare boldly that kindness is a spontaneous cultural practices of Iranians.
Anuradha Veerakon. She's a member of the staff of Ananda College, and she has majored in the German language.
The next most striking event that made an indelible mark in my personal program was the visit to Kasargade, Persepolis, where I was able to see with my naked eyes the remaining legacy of Cyrus the Great. As an instructor teaching Indian as well as Sri Lankan history, I had read how during certain periods in its history, the architecture of certain buildings in India have resembled those of Persian architecture. The most serious question that works in my mind is why we in Sri Lanka do not get emotionally attached to the writings of our poets to that extent. Is it because our interests were divided towards Shakespeare, Milton, Wordsworth, and others, or into foreign influence and limit our poets to books to pass exams? I have limited this writing to mention what I really gained from the visit to Iran. I thank you for listening. Happy Aida.